Hello and welcome back. My name is Jen. I have some super exciting pin mail that just came in like a half hour ago. Didn't even open it yet, but I know that I'm so excited to show you guys this. So, I mean, I've only been collecting pins myself a couple months, and this was actually my very first fantasy pin purchase. Now I've seen, like, I follow a bunch of different pin creators, and there are so many beautiful fantasy pins out there. If you're not familiar with what a fantasy pin is, that just means this is a pin that is not officially Disney licensed. It just means that a creator or an artist made their own pin that's inspired by Disney. And there's a huge market and collector's world out there for fantasy pins. So I had seen a bunch, and I had stumbled across this one. It must have been on Instagram or something. And this is the first one that made me stop. And I laughed, like, just because it's such a funny pin, like, in a good way. Like, a lot of the pins that I collect, you know, if it's one of those that, like, I have to have it, it's just because it's so beautiful. And not that this pin, like, isn't beautiful. It's very well done, very beautiful. But it actually just grabs that emotion, and I want to look at it all day, and it just makes me smile. So I wanted to share this pin with you. It came from, the company is called MagicMirrorPinCo. So they have an Instagram page, and they also have an Etsy shop where you can purchase this. So I saw the pin on Instagram. I've never purchased anything from anyone like on an Instagram, and I've seen it before. Like, I guess you just comment that you'd like one, and then, you know, you figure out the payment arrangements or whatnot. But when I saw that they had an Etsy shop, I headed over to Etsy just because I'm super familiar with Etsy. I have my own Etsy shop for my artwork and whatnot, so I can place an order in like 30 seconds and be done, and, you know, kind of more comfortable over there. So that's where I ordered this from. And I had actually sent a message on there. I'd be like, hey, you know, just wanted to let you know, like, even though I don't even have this pin in hand yet, like, I just love your pin. And I just think that the emotion captured within this pin is just so great. Anyway, let's get into this. I'm dying to show you this pin. I'm dying to see it myself in person. Now with fantasy pins, so fantasy pins are made by, you know, manufacturers. The creator designs them, and then, you know, manufacturer makes them. Well, they're all like handmade through a mold. So not all of them come out perfect. So then fantasy pins are sold by A grade, B grade, C grade. So when the creator gets their pins in, they will go through them and meticulously look them over. And, you know, those near perfect or perfect ones are A grades. If there's like a teeny like spot or something noticeable, but still like pretty good shape, you know, B grade, C grade kind of goes from there. So I think this pin was still available in B and C grade. I chose a B grade pin. So inside here, okay, so when I did reach out to just tell her how much, like, I loved this pin, you know, we kind of conversed back and forth a little bit, because I'm actually in the process of creating my own pin. We're in the last several weeks of production now with, you know, me working with my own manufacturer kind of thing. So she says in here, Jen, I wish you so much luck on making your pins. Thank you so much for supporting our pin, and I hope you love it. That's really cool. Like, so she had these post-it notes. See, I'm taking notes for when I'm ready to start selling my own pins of, you know, like, packaging matters. Like, this packaging costs extra money, but look at, so pretty. I love that. I had these post-it notes made up. I love that. Thank you for your purchase. MagicMirrorPinCo. Okay, and that's how she marks them. B grade pin. Very nicely, well packaged. I can't wait to see it. Oh, this thing is huge. Fantasy pins do tend to be larger than, you know, your regular Disney licensed pin. All right, so here's a business card. I will link all of this information. I love this business card. Look at those colors. Like, that's not a cheap business card. I will link all of this information down below in the description for you as well. I'm telling you, you're gonna love this pin. Let me get it out of the plastic. Oh man, this is huge. Okay, you ready? You ready for this? How funny is that? Like, like she just got, the facial expressions are just spot on, and I could just laugh at this pin all day long. Oh man, I love that so much. And for a B grade, like, I don't even see anything, you know, really wrong with it. And on the back here says MagicMirrorPinCo, and this is LE of 100. It's a really pretty, you know, thick pin there. That looks so good. And this, I can't even explain like where that green is. It's just got kind of got like a different like texture underneath like the glass, and it's super pretty. Like the colors on that, and it's just I can't get over how funny that is. Oh man, that is gonna be like the showcase piece with among my Beauty and the Beast pins. I'll have to throw that up there. Alright, here it is up on my pin board in its new home. Just look at the size of that compared to, you know, your other regular size pins. I mean, that really stands out as like a showpiece. I love it so much. Show you how it looks with those. I think this is like my most like favorite pin that I own right now. Oh, so thank you so much for this pin. I love it. Like, that is awesome. All right, so now I have 3 blind box pins, which I thought would be fun to go ahead and open up on here now. So I do live near a Hot Topic. I wish they carried more of like these blind box pins, because every time I go in there, they're so limited as to what they have. And I think this was the only kind, or the only set that they had in there right now. I was like, well, all right, I guess we're getting these. And I wasn't like all that thrilled, but then when I go home and the more I look at them and like kind of thought about it, I think these are actually kind of cool. So these are the Disney villains, but they're the like the villains, like their outfits. So we have Lady Tremaine, Cruella de Vil, Maleficent, the Queen from Alice in Wonderland. What's her official name? I don't know. That's sad. Snow White, the Evil Queen, and Mother Gothel from Rapunzel, Tangled. And so here's my take with the blind box pin sets, and I've talked about this before. So you'll have like the pin sets that come that are like a puzzle piece. So if you only have like 1 or 2, it's very apparent that you are missing a bunch. So I'll only get those if I have every intention of completing the set, which means like buying 3 or 4 blind boxes and then going on eBay and just like picking out and paying way over price the ones that I still need. Whereas with these, you know, if I only have 2 or 3 and they're up on the pin board, you don't realize, hey, you're missing some. And also, for the most part with these, I like to just put them I separate my pins by movie. So if I got like the coat of Cruella de Vil, I would put that coat with my 101 Dalmatian pins, which I don't think I have any. But I just think that's cool. You know, these dresses, it's just like a kind of subtle, understated like pin that kind of goes with the movie. So I kind of got like more and more excited about these. I think 101 Dalmatians is the only one that like I don't have any pins for. I don't know if I have any Sleeping Beauty pins either. Man, I got some pin shopping to do. Anyway, so let's go ahead and open these. I don't know if I have any, you know, picks as to which one I would rather. I do think I like the detail on the Alice in Wonderland one there. Got a lot of pretty color, but really out of these three, I'm just hoping to not get a duplicate. So our first one is, oh, this is, here I'm gonna throw up on the pin board so you can see it. This is Mother Gothel. Very nice, just understated pin. And I mean, just on its own, you're like, what the heck is that? But when it's in the midst of like 3 or 4 other like tangled pins, you know, it kind of makes sense in a neat way. I like that. All right, so let's open our next one. All right, number 2. We have, this is, I think that's the Cinderella one. Is that Lady Tremaine? Is that her name? Put this here. Looks like we're having like a pin fashion show. All right, so there's that one next to there. All right. See, they don't look so villainous. Nice, pretty pink dresses. We need an evil one. Like one that looks evil. All right. And our third one. Like I said, as long as it's not a duplicate, I think I'm happy. And we have, oh no. Twins. That's okay. We can offer that one up for trade for a different one. But, so those are cute, the dresses. Here's how those blind box pins look. Here we have our Lady Tremaine dress in the midst of our Cinderella pins. And then up here, I only have 2 other tangled pins. But that's just cute. A little understated, subtle pin to go with that there. Same as the cake. With Cinderella cake too. I kind of like those. They just give like the subtle hints of the theme or the movie. So that's it for my pins. Again, if you're even like remotely interested in checking this one out, like I highly recommend it. On Etsy, I paid, I think, $36, and that included everything, and that got it to my doorstep. And this is, I mean, it's a big and heavy pin. And it's even like more beautiful than I thought it was gonna be. Like it looked amazing even online, but just to hold it in my hands, like it's so funny, like stitches. Oh. All right, well, thank you for joining me with this, and I will catch you next time. Bye.